Hi, this is Tom Mitchell, the High and the Traveler, and today I'd like to talk to you about socks, belts, and wallets by Grip6. So there's a new company in town. They're literally a mile down the road from my house called Grip6. They manufacture all their products right here in the USA, right in Midvale, Utah. They manufacture socks, belts, and wallets right there. They're a fantastic company, and I've got quite a bit of their products because I love them. If you're an outdoorsman, you're outside photographing, hiking, camping, backpacking, you need to wear good quality merino wool socks. And I love their socks. I'm wearing some right now. These are the basic merino wool socks. Check it out, made in the USA. These are a couple different types of socks they have. These are a little bit heavier duty ones. These are my daily wear socks I wear all the time. These ones are a thinner, more of a sports sock. I've got some with the blue and I've got some just in solid gray. They're very comfortable. They're so nice to wear. These are some of the belts that they have. I'm wearing one right now. It's all I wear anymore is these Grip6 belts. The nylon webbing is made in the States back east. They get in the big sheets of aluminum and make the buckles right in-house, laser cut them. They have robotic arms, the whole works. It's really cool. They have all sorts of different colors and types. I love these for dress belts. A solid wooden grain to me is just awesome. And last but not least, their wallets. I think these wallets are so cool. You can't carry cash in them, which is the only drawback, though they are coming out with a new one. But you can put your cards in them and they lock in place. They won't pull out unless you pull them hard. You hit this little eject button, they pop out. You can pull the card you want. It's got a pocket there for your ID, pocket here for other stuff. This has become my go-to wallet. I just love this wallet. So let's talk a little bit more about the socks. So they actually have a bunch of weaving machines right there in-house. They're getting all the wool from right here in Utah, Colorado, Wyoming, Montana area from the Rocky Mountain West. They've started their own wool lab where they work on the wool. They really figure out what wool's working best, and they manufacture them right there. These are a merino wool blend, and they weave them right there in-house. I've been to their facility twice and gotten a tour and been able to watch the knitting machines in action, watch them cutting out the belt buckles, and just the whole process. It's such a cool place to visit. If you're in the Salt Lake Valley and want to go by and visit with them, they're right off of 7200 South. You turn at the light right where the Rocket Car Wash is, go down there. You can't miss them. They're a really fun company to visit. They're more than happy to show you around. The awesome thing about these belts is you can get them in various lengths. But if you need to trim them, they're easy to trim and easy to just melt the nylon webbing. But you can replace the buckles really easy. It's just got a plastic piece on the end here. You just slide the buckle down, take it off, take a new buckle, put it on, different buckle if you want, slide it on there, pull it down, and it's good to go. That simple and easy to replace a buckle on these. I've got, I think, 4 buckles now and 3 of the belts. Now you're probably noticing my hat. So one of the times I stopped by there, I went in looking for one of the owners just to meet them and get to know them a little bit better. And there wasn't any of them available, but one of the girls up front gave me a tour and I saw that they were making hats. This is a merino wool hat. This one is actually unfinished. So I went back later and got a chance to meet with one of the owners named David, and I mentioned to him, I saw you were making stocking hats, beanies. And he's like, oh yeah, come here. And he walked me back to the same area they make the socks, and they had some samples of hats sitting out there, and they looked like this, but they weren't this long. And I said to him, if that was just a little bit longer, that'd make a perfect neck gaiter. And he kind of looked at me, he's like, a neck gaiter? And I'm like, oh yeah, they're awesome. They're all the rage right now. And he's like, I've heard of them. And I said, well, it's basically that. It's basically one of your unfinished hats, but longer, and you can turn it into all different kinds of things. And he was like, oh, and so you don't have to knit up the end? I said, no, it's got to be open on both ends like this. So he said he'd think about, he was going to look into it, because I said, if you had one right now, I'd buy one. So a couple of months later, I stopped back in there to buy some more socks. Yeah, I love socks. And David went walking by, and I said, hey, David, how's it going? And he said, hey, we haven't really had a chance to work on those net gaiters, but coming back, let me show you what we're doing. So he takes me back there, and he shows me some of the beanies that they're working on, and this one was laying there. And he said, how long does a net gaiter need to be? And I said, about that long. And he picked it up and handed it to me. He said, like that? I said, that's actually quite perfect. And he's like, I don't quite understand what, how they work. And the other guy that actually runs the knitting machines was standing there, and his ears perked up. And I picked this up, and I said, well, here, let me show you. And I turned it inside out like this, took it, twisted it around a couple times, folded it back in on itself. You can do this when it's on your head too. And then put it on. Oh, that feels better. It's cold out here. And he was like, whoa, wow, really? And I'm like, yeah, look, now it's a beanie hat. Just like that. Double layer, nice and warm, beanie hat. And he's like, oh man, you can just keep this one. I'm like, seriously? He's like, yeah, you see, it's one we're trying to design and put the logo on, and it's just kind of a reject we've been playing with. He's like, take it and play with it. See what you think. And I'm like, seriously, man, this is cool. So I've been wearing it a lot lately, and we're headed towards Christmas, so it's totally a Christmas hat. Let me show you how a net gaiter works. I can't see. So that's a basic concept of a net gaiter. It's a tube, you pull it down over, and now I've got like a turtleneck on that'll keep my neck warm. But if I want to pull it up, now I've got something covering the back of my head and my ears. I can go like this. And now I have a ski mask, balaclava. That's it. So they're very versatile. I've got numerous ones in lighter merino wool, and I've wanted a heavier, thick one for wintertime, so this works perfect. So turn it into a hat, like I said, you just turn it inside out. You can put it on like this, twist it around a couple times, and then just pull it back down over your head. And now you've got a beanie hat. Isn't this just gorgeous? I'm out on my way to Richfield, and this is up at the Maple Grove Campground between Scipio and Aurora, headed down towards I-70. So if you want good outdoor products that are versatile, that you can make your everyday wear, like socks, belts, wallets, and they're coming out with beanies, check out Grip6. These guys are awesome. They're a great company to work with. I've stopped by there, as I said, numerous times and talked to them. They're more than happy to give you a tour and show you around. They're making everything right here in America, which I am a huge fan of. I'm like, screw China. Let's buy American-made products. If I can help it, that's what I get. I hope you enjoyed this little demonstration of some of the Grip6 products. And they're not paying me for this. They have no clue I'm making this video. I'm actually, once I get this finished, I'm gonna send a copy of it over to David. I've got his email address, and say, hey man, I gave you guys a little shameless plug. So I hope you enjoyed this. Give them a try. Thanks for watching, and happy trails.